Hi, and welcome to today's Google Partners News Bulletin. My name is Anna. Usually I have my partner in crime, Jonas, here, but unfortunately he lost his voice today, so I will be doing it on my own. We are recording from a pretty dark and grey Dublin, but at least we just got some Christmas decorations on the office, so I'm excited about that. Anyway, let's jump right into the content of today. We'll have a look at the agenda. First of all, we have a quick update about the new resource, and then I also have two best practices to share with you about display responsive ads as well as YouTube campaigns with performance focus. But before jumping into that, I just want to update you about the last trainings we have this year for Google Partners in the Nordics. We have a few more trainings in Oslo this week, as well as in Copenhagen this week and the beginning of next. So in Oslo, we'll have AdWords fundamentals and mobile advertisement. And then in Copenhagen, mobile advertising and shopping advertising. There's still a few spots left, so if anyone of you still want to come, you can just follow the link on the slide and sign up. And if you're several people from your company coming, you can just remember to sign up, all of you. All right, exciting news. We have launched Google Partner Nordics on LinkedIn. Better late than never. So here we'll update you about latest updates, seminars, as well as trainings. So the upcoming trainings that I mentioned will be available here as well when we've decided about that. Okay, let's jump into the best practices. First of all, I would like to share some insights to you about display responsive ads. I have three things about how to create effective display ads that I would like to point out to you. First of all, determine whether you're optimizing for more efficiency in your work with the ads or control. If you want to drive more efficiency with your display ads, use responsive ads. They automatically give you access to more inventory and reach by adapting to fit more than 2 million apps and websites on the Google Display Network. However, if you want to have full creative control over display ads, use standard image ads instead, and those are still available to create in different sizes. And then the second thing I would like to point out is about crafting a message that's relevant and compelling. I can't tell that this enough. So first of all, tailor display ads to the different stages of the purchasing funnel. Decide where you want to address the customer and deliver the right message at the right moment so that you encourage the response and help guide customers to actually purchase your product. And then the second thing here is to include unique selling points and promotion. So make it easy for people to differentiate your service or products from the competitors. And also give them enough information about your products before they click into the ads. And then the third thing I would like to share with you is just a few points on how to make the most of your responsive ads. First of all, do use the long headlines feature. You have 90 characters, and using these will provide high visibility and often perform better when they are published on the publisher site. And also remember to make your description text different from your longer headline. They do not always show together, but pretty often they do, and we do not want to duplicate messaging on those placements that allow for more text. And then also think about uploading image with a strong focus on a strong visual focus and minimal text overlay. So have relevant images that do support the main point of your ads and use them together with the headlines and the description. And then the last thing here is to include your logo, something identifying your business. One, because that's the way we see ads perform better, but actually also to align with the policies that you get the ads approved. We so often see great ads, but there's nothing identifying the business. So please remember to include a logo. All right, let's jump into YouTube performance. This is very exciting, I think. So I would like to point out 4 elements of successful YouTube campaigns. First of all, measurement and KPIs. Think about how YouTube influences consumer perception and purchases. It's not always the last interaction. So set objectives and use measurement tools that account for the full value of YouTube, not just the last click conversions. And the second thing is creative. So there is obviously no perfect ad for YouTube, but there are some trends to highlight that we find successful, such as keeping it short, include your branding early on in the video with a clear call to action, and then make it a bit fun and emotional. That's often why people end up at YouTube in the first place. Third thing I would like to point out is campaign design. Make sure that you pick the right format. Select between bumper ads or TrueView, for example. Bumper ads is now available in the Nordics. And select the targeting budgets and bids depending on your objective and business. And last but not least, optimization part. Like any digital campaign, like search or the display that we spoke about earlier, try to launch and iterate in order to hit the defined KPI. So try it out, optimize the creative itself, the bids, the interactive elements such as call to actions, the targeting, and the format of the ads, such as TrueView or bumper ads. So I just would like to dig into a little bit deeper into the measurement and KPIs. As I mentioned earlier, try different attribution models. Not only look at the last click in attribution, but also see what role the YouTube campaign takes in the conversion path. Try different conversion metrics, like track both the conversions that are shallow, such as page visits, as well as deep, such as purchases. And then you can also track the conversion path by defining primary and secondary metrics, such as number of conversions in which YouTube was present and whether you influenced on organic search. And do not define as CPA target for YouTube based on other channels, particularly search, as this may not always give an accurate image of how it is. And I would just like to share an example of performance objectives just to give you an idea on how you can think about these points that I've shared with you. For example, we have this company X that invests heavily in search and TV advertising. And they are interested in testing YouTube to see whether it increases customer acquisitions at a reasonable CPA. So they have the objectives to prove that YouTube drives incremental conversions and to hit target CPA. And a measurement strategy for this can be to define 2 conversion points, such as page visit and purchase, track the respective CPA based on view-through conversions and click conversions to get an overview of whether you are hitting your objectives or not. All right, that was all for today. Thank you so much for listening. We will be back one more time before Christmas on the 20th of December. So we will have some more great news to share with you then. Have a great week ahead, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.